Hi, I'm Andy. Hi, it's great to meet you. Can I give you my card? Thank you. Thank you. Don't worry. I'm not going to come and talk to you about networking and suggest that that's what you do. If someone asks you, what is networking after today? I want you to tell them it's collaboration. Okay, so the 3 reasons we network. We network to become better known. We network to become better equipped. We network to become better connected. But is it fair to say that if you are known by the right people at the right time for the right things, then people may buy from you or buy you? If you understand how to overcome your challenges, if you understand the challenges of the people you want to engage with, if you know how to communicate in their language in a way they'll respond to, they'll buy from you or they'll buy you. And if you know the people who know the key decision makers you want to reach, they're more likely to buy you or buy from you. So whatever it is you want to achieve, becoming better known, better equipped, better connected will help you get there. We live in a culture where it seems to be all about numbers. We had my friend that handed out as many business cards as he possibly can. That was his sign of success. I've worked with sales teams where if they go to a networking event, such as the one I showed you earlier, they'll come back the next day and their boss will say, how was the event last night? And the next question is, how many cards did you collect? And the measure of success was just how many business cards did you get? Not what conversations did you have. The level of engagement is purely how many did you collect? Because their belief is the more people I'm connected to, the more reach I've got. Now, all of these approaches, how many business cards can you give out or collect, how many friends, followers, connections can you get, are all based on this idea that numbers are good. I've got 2 contacts in my phone, isn't that wonderful? But surely it's misguided. Surely that's focusing in on quantity rather than quality, and more to the point, breadth of your network. And you will need a broad and diverse network as you go into your career. But you also need depth in your network. You need relationships with the people who you know. It's not what you know or who you know as much as it's who knows you and what they know about you. You are phenomenally connected, but if they are only brief transactional relationships, brief connections, they hold no value. But if that network knows who you are, what you do, what you stand for, what you're doing now, who you help, how you help them over your career, that is really powerful. So, interestingly, I always say, why would he want to meet you? But when I start with, why do you want to meet him? I don't know, I just want to meet Richard Branson. We have a resistance to being pigeonholed a lot in life now. This is a time when you need to be pigeonholed. People need a hook to hang you on. Second area I want to talk about is networking to become better equipped. And this is something that is hugely, hugely, hugely underrated. And when you go into the workplace, you will feel a lot of pressure, whether it comes from your peers or whether it comes from our culture or whether it comes internally. A lot of you will feel a lot of pressure that you need to be seen to know all the answers. You want to impress. You don't want to ask questions. There is so much potential around you for help and support. But if you don't turn and ask for it, the consequences could be really dire. I was a member of a mastermind group called Wildcard Pack. What a mastermind group is when you get a group of people together who are all in similar businesses or a similar stage of their career, similar jobs. And you say, I've got a challenge. This is my challenge. And everyone gets together and tries to find the solution. And I went to my mastermind group and I said, I've got a challenge. My challenge is we're not marketing this business in the right way. So people aren't joining, and those that do join don't get it. How can you help us find the solution and market it in a different way in which it will be successful? And that can work for you too. If you're unsure about an idea, if you're unsure about a route, sound people out. Get their advice. They may give you the confidence to go with your gut feeling, but you just want to sound them out, and that's incredibly valuable as you go through your career. Network to become better equipped. Surround yourself with people you trust from a diverse background with a different range of experience, and be willing to ask for their help. Okay, so your 30 seconds stating your challenge starts now. This was my challenge. These were the sort of solutions, and this is what I'm going to do as a result. So it's Matthias, is it?
Basically, my concern was that I kind of haven't responded very well in my course, so I was thinking that maybe could you give me a bit of guidance, and that was my challenge, really.
Okay, and what sort of ideas were you given?
I was told that, because someone on my table is also doing physics, is in the second year, so they told me about the career opportunities that are outside, just straight up doing physics. And I also got told about experiences by people that the people on my table have met, my friend's mentor had a similar problem. He didn't really know where he's going, so kind of told me about even if I get into a bad position where I don't know exactly where I'm going, that I'll be able to resolve it. So that's what
brilliant.
I learned from my little team here.
And your name's?
I'm Daniel.
Daniel. Thanks, Daniel. Finally, I want to talk about networking to become better connected, which for a lot of people is the most obvious form of networking, but we forget about it very easily. I'll set you a challenge. When you are working with Lloyds on your internships, go to a networking event and go twice. The first time, wear a badge that has Lloyds Banking Group on it. The second time, just wear a blank badge with your own name. Just see how many people want to talk to you the second time compared to the first. You're the same person with the same connections, the same ideas, the same experience. You bring the same things to the table, but a brand on your lapel and everyone wants to flood around you. So the philosophy you take into your life is, I don't want to sell to the people in my network, I sell through the people in my network. We don't know who people know. You need to be aware of the 6 degrees of separation. You need to be aware of where the connections are. You are more connected than you believe. So 5 minutes, 3 people, how many degrees? If you know them, by the way, it's 1 degree of separation. If you know someone who knows them, it's 2. If you know someone who knows them, it's 3, and so on. And what I want to see is which the most connected table in the room will be. 5 minutes.